Greetings everyone, welcome aboard. Happy Friday to you. My name is Joseph James. Welcome to our live stream recap for Friday, November 12th, 2010. Hope you guys had a great holiday yesterday. Hope you guys spent some time with your friends and family. I know I did. And of course, again, a big thank you to all the vets and happy Veterans Day from yesterday as well. The 12th of November. Happy Friday to you, right? End of the week. This is our second week of trading in November. So we had a huge week the first week. Another big week finished up again this week, guys. We took a bunch of trades today. Before we talk about those, though, I want to remind you guys about a couple things here. Above me right now on the blog, if you're on the blog, guys, right above me here, you'll see all the headers. You've got webinars, beginners training, and live trade room resources. All right, we just had that beginners training today, guys. Every Friday morning at 11 o'clock, we do beginners training. So right above me, you see the recorded sessions from the last 2 weeks, as well as a great discipline cycle workshop we posted as well. So right above me here, guys, under the beginners corner, lots of beginners questions and answers. Great place to start if you're a brand new trader. If you want to know more information about how we trade in the room, answers to questions you may have during your free trial, that'll be right above me here under trade room resources, right? All kinds of resources for our trade room. And then we record our webinars. We got lots of videos, guys, under the live webinars link right above me as well, right? And don't forget, down below, you've got the search box, right? You can type in your search topic if you want to search about range charts, or maybe you want to search about trade management or the dollar correlation. And then below the search box, you'll see the live helper, right? YouTube, Facebook, and then don't forget at the bottom there, guys, right below me, you can sign up for our newsletter, join the newsletter, or follow this blog. Now, I'd rather have you guys follow the blog, because by following the blog, every time we add something new, you'll get a message in your email box right when it's added on there. And as you guys know, we put live trade calls on here, we post articles, we post videos. So if you want to have the most current information coming out whenever it's posted, and it happens all the time, you want to make sure you guys follow the blog. All right, guys? So Friday morning, we had a great beginners training today, but we also had a really good day today. Let's see how we did. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 trades. Now you can see here, guys, at about 10 o'clock this morning, we were kind of on the edge here, right? Thinking, well, maybe it was time to fire up the barbecue, right? Get the boat running and let's start the weekend, right? We thought this morning at about 9:45, 10 o'clock, once I took that second losing trade there on crude at 10 o'clock this morning, right? We were kind of joking about how we had no volume, we had no speed. The market really looked like it should have looked yesterday, right? We had more volume yesterday than we had today. So of course, with some concerns about the volume, we were really trading lightly here, right? We were very gingerly trading these marks this morning, guys, because we really didn't see much going on. Then all of a sudden, after 10 o'clock, market, boom, right, comes off the highs, dollar starts to jump back to the upside, and we start tumbling. We sell short on gold, sell short on crude, and we finish up our day here with 167 ticks. Now, 167, that's $10 per tick, so you got $16.70 for today alone. Now look here, guys, we did 9,100 last week, 9,700 this week, right? Almost 10,000 bucks a week. That brings our monthly total now to 18,900 bucks. So just shy of 19,000 for the month so far, and of course we've now broken over 200,000 for the year. Remember, guys, all these trades are called live in the room, right? I show you guys my stops, my targets, right? Entries, exits. You guys see everything, and I'm going to teach you guys how to take these trades along with me every single day as a member. All right, guys? So come trade along with me every day as a member, guys. We'll give you 3 weeks. Come out and give it a try. And as always, you know where to reach me. So over 200,000 bucks, guys, for the year so far, and 167 ticks on the day. All right, what's the most important thing that happened today? Right? What happened today? Well, again, it was a Friday after a holiday that felt like the holiday should have been today. Okay, so of course, we know why, right? I mean, think about it. If you're a major money manager, there's a holiday on Thursday, you're probably going to go fill up the boat, right? Go out to the lake, maybe go grab your skis, okay? Jump in the private jet, right? You take off Thursday and Friday. So we expected a lot of people would have cut out early, skipped Friday, because you also had the G20 summit this weekend. Now the G20 summit, this is where all the Federal Reserve bankers meet from all over the planet, right? So our Fed chairman Bernanke and a bunch of other Feddies, right? They get in the plane, went out to Korea this weekend, and they have the G20 summit. So when that's happening, we have these little news events that keep being released, people talking about different things that are happening in the G20 summit that happened, that started up last night. So it was a Friday after a holiday. With the G20 summit this weekend, we had traders that were pretty much standing on the sidelines waiting to see what's going to happen this morning. And we expected that. We got slow speed, really lower volume than we had on the holiday. We had no follow through and really very few big moves. In fact, that was really the biggest thing we noticed at about 9:45 this morning was we weren't getting any real big moves. But then at about 10 o'clock, gold and crude had hit the highs. We then sold those highs after 10 o'clock, right? The party started. The music turned on, everybody started dancing, right? And the party started after 10 o'clock. So as always, we got to be a little patient. Wait for that volume to come in, pick up. Wait for that dollar to move. Wait patiently for those moving markets. And I think if you guys are with us this morning, if you look back at your notes, you'll realize slow and sluggish before 10 o'clock. And then from about 10 to 10:30, right? 10:45, nice big moving market. And then just before 11 o'clock, it started slowing down again. So we really get a chance to see those different personalities show, right? Slow and choppy, right? Moving market. That's what I want to be trading. And then slow and choppy again. So we had that hour of good price action before and afterwards, though. That was, right, very difficult seeing those patterns work out. All right, guys, so that's what happened today, right? Challenging day. Okay, but here's a dollar. Here's that dollar for us, okay? So we start our day every day with the dollar because the dollar is going to give us a good heads up on what's going on now. So what do we see in the dollar? Well, the first thing we notice right away is we have a sideways range and we are inside the range, right? See that? This is the range we had earlier on this week and we were right here inside of that range, right? We're not at the highs, we're not at the lows, we are right here, right in the middle. Okay, now the dollar actually ended up coming down a little bit and then reversing back up. So what happened was, while this dollar was chopping around sideways here, right, we have gold that would drop, gold would rise, gold would drop, gold would rise. So what happened was, dollar choppy, everything else is going to be choppy. Okay, it wasn't until the dollar began to rise off these new lows that we finally got some real strong moves on the gold and the crude. And again, can you guess what time that happened? It happened after 10 o'clock. All right, guys. So the dollar, again, we notice we're in the same trading range we were in from yesterday. Right? So we're inside day. You'll notice we're also flat right here, right? We're flat, get the flat trigger line, so we're going sideways in the dollar. The dollar dropped. Okay, when the dollar dropped, we bought the gold and crude, which of course you'll see here in a moment. But then once the dollar came off those new lows and launched back up, right? That was when the gold and the crude was the highs now, and we then sold those highs. So we used the dollar here this morning almost like an instrument, right, to trade other markets. All right, guys, there's your dollar. So let's start with the crude first. Our first trade of the morning was on crude, but let's see if we knew what to be doing on crude first. What do you see here? Now, this is my 34 range chart, right? Here's my 34 range. Now, a 34 range chart, this would be somewhat similar to a 15-minute, right? Something around there, 13-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute. Okay, so what do we see? We see here's my wedge. There's my wedge high. There's my wedge low. Okay, so where are we? We are now at the bottom region of the wedge. So now what does that tell me to do? That tells me I want to be a buyer here, right? I want to buy the lows of this wedge. And we saw right here that 37s was a good place to do it. So what actually ended up happening was the crude market, we did buy above 37s. We got some winning trades going up, right? That was when the dollar was dropping. Then the dollar bounces off the lows, right? Dollar starts rising off new lows. Meanwhile, the crude here is at the highs of the channel. And we, of course, sold the crude coming right back down. Okay, so buy the lows. We took our profit at the highs, right? Grab all that profit, lock it up tight, then wait for the price to come back down off those highs. We sold the highs. And guys, if you've been with us this week, this is nothing new.